I've been married for the last 5 years, and I can confidently say getting married at the age of 20 was the best decision that I ever made in my entire life. And here's why. Number one, you have a partner and a spouse with you for the rest of your life. When you're dating, when you're going through that pool of people that you might be interested in for life, it's hard to find someone. And when you find that person, you'll know. You'll know 100% deep down. When I first saw my wife, I looked at her and she was on like a balcony of this place that we were staying at. It was like a school program out in Colorado, and she was hanging over the balcony, talking to people. And the first time I saw her, I was like, "That is the most beautiful girl I've ever met." And I turned to my friend right next to me, and I told him that. And from that moment on, I pursued her, I chased her, I prayed after her, I asked that, if it is in God's will for me to be married to her, that He would allow this to happen. And we dated for about a year, and then we got engaged, and then we got married. And being married to her for the last 5 years has been amazing. It's been one of the most difficult things that I've ever had to do in my life. You really have to compromise your pride. You have to lay down your own desires. Love does not seek its own. And it's a beautiful thing to be married, to live in this in that plan that God has. But the reason why I got married so young wasn't just to secure a partner for the rest of my life. I truly, I didn't want to sin against God. When we live in sin, when we fool around with people, we're not only disrespecting God. That's His daughter. It's His creation, and you're taking that away from Him, and you're taking that away from her too. For her future husband. You don't want to ruin that intimacy that she might have with somebody else, and that you might have as well with your future partner. I made my mistakes leading up into marriage. I fooled around, and I wish that I didn't. I wish that I had completely waited on everything until getting married. But when yeah, that was definitely like a really difficult part of getting into marriage, and talking about that and discussing that with her was just clearing the air, and just realizing, we're not perfect. We've made our mistakes, but here we are right now. And when you move past the intimacy and the sexual side of it, and the pleasure that you want to give to each other, it really truly comes down to the goals that you have for your life, which for us was to grow God's kingdom, to pursue Him. If you marry a Christian, if you're a Christian and you marry a Christian, you'll have a partner that you can live your life with, not only in a way that honors God, but also in a way that He designed perfectly. Right, you're equally yoked, and she'll carry your burdens, you'll carry hers, and you guys will go through things together that you didn't think was possible. You didn't think you'd be able to overcome these difficulties in life, and only you can only do that with having God at the center of your life. It's impossible to do it without Him. If you don't have God, you're going to fall into divorce, you're going to fall into cheating, you're going to fall into these bad habits. But if you have God, you'll stay so strong, so firm in your marriage. And it's not just one-sided. You have to work on your relationship with God before your marriage can improve, before you can truly get the benefits of that. But yeah, a lot of people thought I was crazy getting married. My parents didn't agree with it. They had no idea what I was doing. My friends probably thought I was a lunatic. None of my close friends from high school showed up to my wedding when I invited them. It was a difficult thing, and especially with with relatives and everything. It's like, are you sure? Are you sure that you want to get married? It's like these doubts come into your mind, and a lot of people make it out to be this huge commitment, like this 50-year commitment that you have to really think about, really pray about. But when you know in your heart you're supposed to be with this person, nothing can take you away from that plan. And it's a great thing. If you are currently wanting to get married, if you're dating someone, do it. Just get married. Just commit to it. There's going to be a lot of days when you guys are fighting, when you're going through hard times, but it's important to communicate, talk it out, pray it out, and yeah, just lay your pride down. Honestly, I think that's been the biggest part for us. It's like when we argue, when we go through these hard times, is just realizing like, hey, this isn't worth it. Like this is our marriage. This is us. We're on the same side, and the enemy will try to attack you with everything he's got. He's gonna tear you guys apart. He's gonna bring people in your life that are gonna spread some more seeds of doubt. He's gonna allow you guys to to be separated, to be separated in communication, to go and take a drive, go and take a walk. He's gonna make those things happen and really tear you apart. No life is perfect. Nothing in this life is going to be easy and breezy and smooth. And he'll give you the doubt of like, if you were with someone else, it would be so much better. If you had only married this person, or if you were dating this person, your life would be so much better. But you have to put those doubts aside because that's not the truth. The truth is that God brought you together and no man can separate this. And so just rest in the fact that you're here right now where God has perfectly planned for you to be. And yeah, you're living out that plan that he has for you.